right, so if you don't mind to start off by introducing yourself, just a simple introduction.
Hi, I'm Jerica. I work for the Waynesville Yoga Center. I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So our marketing, website management, schedule planning, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I work remote now. So I used to live in Waynesville and now I live in Ozark, Missouri, where me and my partner run an organic garden.
Very cool. It's as what we've talked about before. It's amazing. Like that's basically where I used to live, and now you live there. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to come visit next time you're out.
I would love to. Thank you so much. So we'll just. I know that you're a busy human being, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. So first of all, thank you so much for giving us your time. I just want people to see, put the face to the name and hear the voice, the narrative.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
you're very welcome. So you started yoga in Thailand, is that right?
Living at a sustainable living center, organic farm there, when I was, I think, 21, going on 22, so fresh out of college. And yeah, that was when it all started. So yoga and travel all kind of became a new door for me.
So that means that that amount of you have to keep a open heart, open mind, the ability to change and grow, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or like just knowing you're never home, when you're always on the road. And after 6 months of, staying in places where you don't want your face to touch the sheets and things like that, you're like, at least I can, worst case scenario, there's bed bugs.
Did you ever catch any bed bugs?
Yeah, once. And yep, we noticed immediately. We were somewhere in, I think, Laos, a friend of mine, and yeah, luckily we ran into a doctor at breakfast that morning. And I was like, what's this? He's like, bed bugs. I was like, damn it. Could have been sanitized, but.
Oh, man, is that like a special soap or do you have to use tiger urine or anything like that?
I think I just went in the ocean.
Okay.
And just did that for a couple of days and fine.
Yeah, going into the ocean is a far better option than tiger urine. I would agree. I don't know. So concerning your favorite style of yoga, as I was reading through your answers, man, it seems like just kind of like your personality. You're just easy to apply yourself to all of it, right? You don't really have like one specific style.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're all, your medicine when you need them kind of thing. And the more I'm in the garden, the more I really need restorative. And then in the summer or the winter time when it's just really cold all the time, and I feel like I chub up a little bit because we're not out doing so much. So I like to really get in and do like a hot yoga class and feel like, just I'm pushing it all out in my pores kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But restorative has been, I've really, yeah, I enjoy it. There's several restorative poses that I find, if I can do that for 10 minutes at the end of the day really seems to help.
Would
not feeling like I'm hunching over.
And would you mind sharing what those poses are?
Like what the twist, laying down twist with like the supported, with a bolster under your back. Just that alone, like with my head hang and your tailbone, like simple and great.
Very cool. I also saw that you put goddess pose down as like one of your go-to poses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find that one is just a place that I like to hang out too, just like stretching it out and it feels comfortable. I don't know. Some people find it very uncomfortable, but I find it to be like challenging, but also if I can sit in it, just real relaxing actually.
Good. That's awesome.
But
Let's see. So, if you wouldn't mind sharing the story that you shared with us about the situation of your love for the apes and Jane Goodall, and maybe that little outro of you. I guess you were rappelling down a waterfall.
somehow along the way in my travels got really into the great apes, Jane Goodall, Diane Fossey, and very glad because she's the one who did orangutans. But these women scientists who were going out, and they were kind of new in their field because it had been a predominantly male field. And so they brought along with them a different perspective that I think research on apes and like their social nature has been really monumental. And so I was always just really interested in them. And then I just got really into orangutans, and I read like every book there is on orangutans. Nice. And then I was like, I want to go see them before they're gone. I mean, I think that's a sad part about life right now is some of these animals are going extinct, and it's becoming like a last chance tourism type of thing. And I know in Sumatra, there's less than 1,000 orangutans left in the wild. And anyways, I ended up saving up my money and pulling the time in my life together to make this trip happen. And go hike and see them in like their natural habitat. And I did like an overnight. So for one of them, we were rappelling down, and it's just us and a guide in the middle of nowhere in the forest. And their red apes are really elusive and hard to find, and they don't come to the ground very often. So I was rappelling down a waterfall, and this mama and baby just so happened to be right there looking at me as I was going down, and they kissed, and
It's adorable. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it just makes you really hope things like that, people take care of the planet. And so things like that can keep happening. And
Absolutely. Are there?
It was really great. And the saddest part of that experience was when we were camping in the forest in the morning, like you could hear the echoes of the chainsaws. And so like it really is all just the palm oil plantations taking over and cutting down all of the trees. And I mean, palm oil is a real
Is there what are like 3 things that like probably the layperson wouldn't know about a red ape or orangutan?
Let's see. Well, of all of the apes, they're the only solitary creature. So they will have their baby and separate. So it's just the mama and the baby. They don't, like gorillas and chimpanzees are very group oriented. So, and then I believe that the orangutan has the most of its genetics related to us. I believe it's actually like 0.01 more than chimpanzees. I could be wrong on that. So we have they are our closest genetic relative. And I find it interesting that they are the only solitary of the 3, because if you were to look at apes and how we as humans are similar or different, they're one of the ones, the ape that kind of shows less aggression and is okay with solitariness. And so I find it to be an interesting element of personality, I guess. If the apes all were like pieces of the human personality pulled off, then if that makes sense.
It does. It does.
Also, their eyes are just so big and they're so human-like, and that I think is I think maybe what touched me the most about them is how can we not want to take care of something that like is innately us, or like you're part of you and the whole world. So yeah, I find that to be of all of the animals, like the humanness of their eyes.
I love that. I love that. I read that just I think two years ago, chimpanzees were starting to wear like jewelry.
Nice. I read one about there were in Japan where they have started to take their food down to the what do you call them again? Hot springs, and cooking their food. So that's also really interesting. Yeah, I just find apes and monkeys to be really interesting.
Same. I'm with you. I feel as though on topic, off topic, like the time that we have between you and I here on Zoom, like I feel like Zoom's about to implode. So, what do you say? Is there anything else that you want to say before we get off here?
Oh, I mean, just hi everybody. It's yeah, I'm so happy that Waynesville yoga is part of my life, and it's been like 4 years now, almost 5. So, and I've been with the studio since we opened and picked paint colors and all of that, and so it's really amazing to just see how it's become a place for everyone else in the community. I know that I'm behind the scenes, but I see who signs up for classes, and I see who who seems to then all of a sudden get on these new trails. And while it's just statistics and data on my side, I know a lot of the faces from when I did live in town. So it makes me really happy that we could be a place for healing and for community. And I'm really looking forward to the summer and the springtime. And I know everyone loves to be out on the patio. So. And all the dahlias coming up. I really miss them.
Yeah. Well, buddy, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for all that you do. I mean, really, just even today when I was getting ready to do the Zoom thing, what I take for granted is you setting up the Zoom meetings.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Good. Well, buddy, namaste. Take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you sooner than later, okay?
Yeah, and thank you for all you do, too.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. And, yeah, thanks for your time, too.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, you stay warm, and bless you, my friend, and stay in contact.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye, hon. Bye-bye.